Harry in crisis. Charles returns $59 million lawsuit bill. The monarchy is not your bank. A single white envelope arrived at Clarence House in the first week of March 2026. No royal crest, no accompanying letter from a private secretary, just a thick legal dossier compiled by Prince Harry's California-based lawyers. Inside was a meticulously itemized demand totaling $59 million, years of private security. Invoices, backdated protection costs for every UK visit since 2020, 6 years of escalating legal fees from high court battles against the Home Office, and projected future expenses for armed guards in Britain and California. King Charles read the document once. Then he returned the entire package the same afternoon, untouched. And unpaid. Attached was a short, handwritten memo in his unmistakable handwriting. 6 words that ended any remaining illusion of financial rescue. The monarchy is not your bank. This wasn't a polite refusal. It was the final, irreversible severance of the last financial thread connecting Harry to the crown, and inside Montecito, the panic has already begun. To understand how we reached this breaking point, we must go back to the exact moment the security war started. January 2020. Harry and Meghan announced they were stepping back as working royals. Within weeks, the Royal and VIP Executive Committee downgraded their protection. No more automatic Metropolitan Police. Coverage on UK soil. They would receive only bespoke arrangements if they gave 30 days' notice. Harry was furious. He believed his royal birthright and the threats created by his position entitled him to lifelong taxpayer-funded security, even as a private citizen living 5,500 miles away. The first judicial review was filed in 2022. Harry argued Ravik's decision was unlawful because he had not been given a proper chance to make representations. The High Court heard evidence in February 2024 and dismissed the claim outright. Harry appealed. The appeal was rejected in May 2025. Freedom of information requests obtained by. The Daily Mail revealed the true taxpayer cost of defending just this one case. £554,000 for the original proceedings plus another £102,000 for the appeal, a total of £656,324, or roughly $886,000. Harry was ordered to pay 90% of the Home Office's costs plus his own legal bills. Conservative estimates at the time already placed his personal exposure above $1.5 million for that single lawsuit alone. But Harry didn't stop. In October 2025, after a stalker came within feet of him twice during a London visit for the Wellchild Awards, he wrote a direct personal letter to the new Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, demanding a full review of his security arrangements. Then, in January 2026, Ravik conducted a fresh risk assessment. Home Office sources quietly confirmed the review was leaning toward a partial reversal, a rare win, acknowledging the elevated threats Harry had raised for years. His legal team seized the moment. They bundled everything: the original case costs, appeal expenses, private security bills in California estimated by Forbes experts at $2-3 million annually, backdated protection for every UK trip since Megxit, and projected future expenses for Archie and Lilibet. The final figure they presented to Clarence House? $59 million. Few people outside the palace inner circle know the full backstory of Charles's breaking point. According to Robert Jobson's meticulously researched book The Windsor Legacy, published in January 2026, Harry had already pushed his father to the limit years earlier, in the immediate aftermath of Megxit. During tense phone calls about funding their new life, Harry allegedly swore at Charles and demanded money. Charles, exhausted and furious, confided to close friends, "I'm not a bank." The Queen, by then frail, had grown so tired of the drama that she began redirecting Harry's calls straight to Charles, telling staff the negotiations over their exit were quite mad. Jobson reveals that even before the 2018 wedding, tensions simmered. Harry clashed with the Queen's dresser Angela Kelly over it, or a Meghan wanted, leaving the monarch very disappointed. Those early cracks widened into a financial chasm once the couple moved to California. Charles had already drawn the line privately multiple times. He stopped the £2.5 million annual Duchy of Cornwall subsidy the moment they left royal duties. He refused to fund their initial Frogmore Cottage renovations beyond the original agreement. And now, with his own cancer treatment ongoing and Prince William increasingly taking operational control of palace decisions, Charles had zero appetite for subsidizing endless litigation against the very institutions that safeguard the monarchy. The rejection landed like a thunderbolt in Montecito. Insiders close to the couple describe Meghan moving into immediate crisis mode. Archewell Philanthropies, rebranded from the Foundation in late 2025, released its 2024 IRS filings just weeks earlier, revealing a stark picture. Donations plummeted to $2.1 million while expenses soared to $5.1 million. 3 senior staff members, including Director of Programs Chris Levin on a $146,000 salary, were quietly let go in December 2025. The couple's California Attorney General filings show the organization now operating on a fiscal sponsorship model with reduced transparency and mounting pressure. Some reports even mention IRS scrutiny over unreported residuals from the ended Netflix and Spotify deals. The Montecito mansion itself, purchased for $14.65 million in 2020, has doubled in Zillow estimated value to nearly $29 million. But the hidden costs are crushing. Real estate experts calculate annual upkeep at £150, $000 to £250,000 just for maintenance. 10-15 full-time staff including housekeepers, groundsmen for the tennis court and koi pond, pool technicians, a private chef, and security. Property taxes alone run close to $280,000 a year. The couple reportedly carries a $14 million mortgage. Private security remains the largest single drain round-the-clock. Armed guards, advanced scouts, electronic systems, and coordination with Torchstone, the firm that once protected Obama and Clinton. Forbes experts have consistently estimated this at $2-3 million annually, and those figures have not dropped. Rumors of asset liquidation are swirling. While no public sales have been recorded, multiple royal commentators and Montecito sources claim Meghan has quietly offloaded unsold inventory from her as ever lifestyle brand and scaled back Archewell projects to free up cash. Spare royalties, once a reported windfall, have been exhausted on legal fees, security, and the lavish California lifestyle. The couple's second property, the $30+ million mansion used for their Netflix documentary, has lingered on and off the market for years. Prince William's role in all this is decisive and largely unseen. As the heir now exercising real authority during Charles's health challenges, William has made clear there will be no exceptions. His vision for the monarchy is corporate and ruthless. Zero tolerance for half-in, half-out arrangements that drain resources or credibility. He was briefed on the $59 million demand and fully backed his father's refusal. William knows the public perception. Why should taxpayers or the Crown subsidize private lawsuits against the institutions that protect the institution itself? This moment is bigger than one bill. It is the culmination of 6 years of legal warfare, financial independence that proved more expensive than anyone predicted, and a family fracture that has now been cast in concrete. Harry's October 2025 letter to the Home Secretary and the January 2026 Rovik Review offer day. Glimmer of hope on security. But the financial reality remains unchanged. The Crown will not pay. Inside the Montecito gates, the reality is sinking in. No more quiet top-ups, no more royal safety net. The $59 million envelope has been returned, and with it any remaining illusion that Harry can still reach into the family vault. The monarchy has drawn its line. Harry now faces the full cost of the independence he chose. What do you think? Is Charles right to draw this line once and for all, or should a father always help his son no matter the cost? Was the $59 million demand a legitimate family responsibility, or the ultimate overreach after years of public criticism? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If this detailed breakdown left you stunned by how deep the rift has become, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Next, we're revealing exactly how Harry and Meghan plan to survive without any royal financial support and the one move insiders say could change everything. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.